too often do I see this in machinima. I see a machinima with an interesting concept, some good dialogue, a whole bunch of promising things, then the director decides, let's not put a cut here, let's just move the camera. Now, don't get me wrong. You can do this and make it look good. I did something similar and it turned out okay. There are better examples, but if you have a scene and there's very little blocking is when the actors move around. If there's very little of that, it's just two people talking, don't move the camera. Cut the camera. Cuts are your best friend as a director, and it's not that hard.
All you're gonna do is that when you move the camera around, so like right here, you want to like get a little bit of footage right there. Most editing softwares are gonna have, like, if you press C on your keyboard, it's gonna have a little cut tool. It's called Razor Tool in Adobe. CapCut has this. HitFilm has this, which is another editing software, and then DaVinci has this as well. You're just gonna click right there and delete that portion. Boom, go like that. And then you're just gonna scroll through the timeline. Gonna go back to right before the camera moves again. Gonna press C on your keyboard. Or what you could do, I'll show you in a second. But yeah, do that. Press that. So now you have a bit of footage of your subjects just right there. And then if you want to go to the next shot, like this shot right here, so boom, like that's a good spot to stop at. You could click this and drag and do that as well. That works as well. So cut it and then boom, boom. You have two cuts right next to each other. It's that easy. Most, if not all, editing softwares can do that. If your editing software can't do that, pick a different editing software. There's so many better free ones. Yeah.
Literally that easy. Now, how much you cut the camera depends on the scene. Say you have two people on screen and they're having a simple conversation over dinner. You're going to have two different shots for most of the scene. One shot on one character, one shot on the other character. Usually it's over the shoulder shots, but if you want to get close-ups, depending on the genre of your film or whatever you're trying to make, then you could get some extra variety shots in there. Sometimes to add variety, a big one that a lot of people use is a wide shot, where the two characters or pretty much all your subjects are in frame. Usually you reserve this for dramatic moments, at least I reserve it for dramatic moments. Maybe there's a silence between the characters and you want to show the scale of the situation, the depth of that silence, so you go like really wide. Maybe the two characters are talking over each other and you want to show that overlap of the conversation, so you're not constantly cutting in between the two characters, you just have that wide shot so it shows all of them in frame. Let's say a third person joins the conversation. Now, things get a little interesting. You'll pretty much do exactly the same thing that you did with the two people and then just add a third camera shot, but this time when the camera does a wide shot, you want to make sure all three subjects are in frame. Also, there's this little filmmaking rule called the 180-degree rule. Imagine if you had a dotted line over your subjects. You want to make sure the camera never crosses that line. So for each shot, the first character is always in film right on the second character, or of the second character. It's not that important, at least not that important for machinima, but if you want to get into filmmaking, this is a good thing to keep in mind. It also doesn't look so jarring when you actually break the 180-degree rule, which you can break the rule. You just have to make sure that the camera, it's pretty much doing a wide shot, but it's the completely parallel to the dotted line. I'll show on screen what I referred to. But yeah, I hope this small little video helps you young machinimators in the future with your own videos. Remember to make cuts, don't move the camera around so much, and if you are going to move the camera around, do some blocking. Don't just have your subjects stand there the entire time. Let them move with the voice of your voice actors. Thank you.